What's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, I want to talk about structuring your portfolio with meme coins, getting ahead of this meme coin super cycle that seems to be in full swing. If you have no exposure to meme coins, you're probably doing a big mistake. So in this video, we're going to change that. And before you start like, oh, you have only meme coins in your portfolio, no, meme coins are only, I would say, between 10 to 20% of my overall portfolio holdings. And this is something that I would encourage people, without saying financial advice or anything, it's just what I'm doing myself. I think that 10 to 20% of the overall value, the overall portfolio, is not a bad place to start. Maybe if you have, more money, maybe start with very, very little, even 5-10% of your portfolio. I'm just giving you out the knowledge and what I like personally. I also would encourage you to start using BullX for your meme coin trades. That is what I'm using to buy every single meme coin that we're going to also talk about on this list. It's a decentralized exchange, so the best trading bot in the market. With my link, you get instant access and also 10% of trading fees forever. You can thank me later. I don't want to really give out too many percentages or talk so much about structure in a way, but I want to give you some concepts that you can actually utilize as use cases. So I think that the majority of your meme coin portfolio should be structured between blue chip meme coins. Now, a lot of people disagree on whether blue chip in meme coins is really a thing, but on my end, I can tell you that the majority of my meme coin portfolio is in safer holdings that are hundreds of millions in market cap already. I know that those projects are not going to give me 100x, perhaps not even a 30x, but perhaps they're going to give me a 10 to 20x relatively safely compared to the majority of the meme coins that we're going to touch today. So I'm going to talk about the biggest meme coin holding that I have right now. This is Brett. It's the biggest meme coin on the Base ecosystem. I am extremely bullish on the Base ecosystem, and I think that Coinbase is really gonna leverage and foster the adoption of a Coinbase wallet and the Base network for all the Coinbase users. So it's one of the best memeable memes out there right now. For all the people that also missed on the Pepe pump, then, Pepe doesn't really have that much upside right now. It got listed on Coinbase, got listed on Robinhood, but Brett, the best friend of Pepe, didn't get listed yet. Given that this is also one of the unofficial mascots of the Base ecosystem, the official could be considered Mr. Migos at this point, which is also another good play that I could look into adding. But Brett just makes sense to be listed on Coinbase, and at only 1.5 billion, I would say that a 10 to 15 billion should be in the books. I'm not expecting this to go to 50 or 60 billion in market cap, but even in the most bearish scenario, 5 to 10, realistically 10 to 15, and optimistically even up to 20 billion plus, I think it just makes sense to be a solid foundation of a meme coin portfolio. It's super memeable. They're even sponsoring different real world events. They sponsored NASCAR here. I've seen billboards in Times Square in New York, even here in Dubai. They're sponsoring poker games. There's real world money that is being put into the Web2 marketing of this project. So for all these reasons, and for the big engagement of the community, and also for all the support that this has been getting from KOLs, obviously Crash is heavily involved into this. A lot of big KOLs, both on X and YouTube, are never going to stop talking about this until the end of the bull cycle. So as a matter of fact, I think that the masses, retail, when they're really exposed to meme coins and when they're exposed to the Base ecosystem, they're really more into this. So in a nutshell, this is just a no-brainer to me. I think that every meme coin portfolio should have Brett right now. Now, I also want to keep it real with you because obviously I'm talking about realistic expectations with Brett. I'm not expecting this to do a 50 or 100x, but I'm also aware that the majority of the gains that people are going to make this bull cycle is going to be towards the mid-cap meme coins that are perhaps in the 100 to 200 million zone, or even a little further than that, which have very good roadmaps when it comes to exchange listings. So exchange listings is probably the thing that you should leverage the most when investing into meme coins. If something has already been listed on Coinbase, perhaps even Robinhood and platforms like that, it's going to be too late. And this is why I don't believe that Pepe's got an upside. I don't believe that Doge has got enough upside. Those are still going to pump, don't get me wrong. They're still going to generate you money, but they're not good in terms of risk to reward. Something that, in my opinion, is just a no-brainer to be listed on the good exchanges is Ponke. Ponke is one of the best communities in crypto, and they have some of the best memeable content in crypto meme coins. And it just got listed on Kraken, and they also got listed into Binance for perpetuals. That is different from spot trading, but usually if Binance wants to list something into futures, chances are that they're ready to list that on spot trading as well. And this is one of my biggest bets when it comes to meme coins. And it only 300 millions in market cap. This is easily going gonna go to a few billions and it's gonna make a lot of people rich. So this right now is my second biggest meme coin holding, and I'm extremely confident into the future of this. Confident into the content they're putting out, into how bullish the community is. The number of holders is increasing drastically. Just in the last week, 7% more holders. These are growing exponentially. The new exchanges are just around the corner, in my opinion. Once you get listed on Binance, once it gets to Coinbase, it's easily going to go to the billions. Even if it goes to only 1 billion, it's already a 3x guaranteed from here. And in my opinion, my overall price prediction for Ponke would be somewhere between the 5 billion plus. I think 3 to 5 should be granted, and 5 to 10, if I want to be relatively optimistic, I think it should be able to come. And if it goes to 10 billion, well, that is a 30x from here. Is that impossible? No, I think it's actually very achievable given what they've accomplished so far and what they have in the roadmap. Another project that is very based when it comes to their marketing, KOLs, engagements, and just how bullish the community is. I think that at the end of the day, a cult and a viral content is going to be much better than a cabal. Virality to me just wins every damn time. So extremely bullish on Ponke. I think that you shouldn't miss out on this, to be completely honest. And then if I want to talk about other projects to be listed on exchanges, I'm going to give you some bit of a tip. I don't want to make this video a top 5 list or anything. I just saw so many of these videos already, so I want to give you some valuable insights as well. One of the insights that I'm going to give you is to actually go on the Kraken listing roadmap. So if you go on the Kraken listing roadmap, you're going to be able to see all the projects that are going to get listed on the Kraken exchange. Kraken, I think, is just one step backward compared to Coinbase and Binance, and it's still a tier 1 exchange in my eyes, but it's not to the levels of Binance and Coinbase to generating hype. However, I say it's in a very positive manner because usually the projects that get listed on Kraken, they have a very big chance to get listed on Binance. So for instance, just to name one, Turbo got listed on Kraken and then a couple of weeks later got listed on Binance. Ponke got listed on Binance Perpetuals right after being listed on Kraken. So all these things are coming. Look, GOAT, a lot of people still hating or still think it's too late. Well, GOAT is going to get listed on Kraken, a pump fund token to go to 1 billion. Crazy, right? But it's still going to have a lot of room for growth. Peanut is going to be listed here. Nero, Lock-in, Fog. Fog is actually one of the projects that could make it into the portfolio that we're building today. I've heard a lot of rumors also on other exchanges just buying secretly Fog, and the community is really based. Very memeable projects. There is also Moodang that is going to be listed here. SPX to me is just too big in market cap. I wouldn't really buy it. MAGA, I think that Trump, the original MAGA coin, is also going to make a comeback as soon as Trump returns to the office or we go closer to that date. So yeah, guys, this could be a cheat code because so many people don't even look at the listing roadmap of Kraken, but this is one of the easiest ways of just telling if one project is going to get listed on other exchanges as well. So Fog, I would definitely include into the list. Nero, I would definitely include into the list because Nero just represents everything that Cabal is not and really represents the cult and the power of a community. Extremely community-driven project. I listed on Binance when everybody was talking about the Nero Cabal play. The Nero CTO actually was the one to get listed. So extremely bullish on that project. And another project that I think that is going to get listed on tier 1 exchanges, but right now it's not even on a single one, is Momo the Bull. This is something that I would include, and it sits one step behind Ponke. So Brett, like the safest, then Ponke, and then Momo the Bull. And you see that I'm avoiding the ones that are already 1 billion plus in market cap other than Brett. I'm avoiding projects like SPX, like Pepe. I'm avoiding WIF. I'm avoiding all these ones because they don't have enough risk to reward ratio. They're still going to pump, but in my opinion, these are going to be much better. Momo the Bull is sitting as a fantastic correction, only 113 million in market cap, which is extremely cheap. It's already on some exchanges like BitGet. It's already on perpetuals on Bybit. Bybit could be considered a tier 2 exchange. That's what I would call it. And probably, you know, it's going to get listed on spot trading on Bybit as well, because otherwise, why would they list it on perpetuals in the first place? If Kraken comes around, Binance and Coinbase come around, then Momo is also going to pump astronomically. So it could be a very good opportunity for you guys to buy. One of the top meme coins on the market when it comes to community is another project that is extremely decentralized. Yes, there are whales, but if you remember the launch of Momo, 30% was airdropped to just top holders in the meme coin space on Solana. Most of them, they haven't even done because they realized the project potential, and they realized that this could actually be, and they realized that this could be one of the new projects to go to the billions in market cap. And if Momo goes to 1 billion in market cap from here, it's already a 10x. I think that 3 to 5 billion should be realistic at the peak of this meme coin super cycle. So I would encourage you to interact with my community and also check out the video that I've posted a week ago or so, in which I've talked about Moon the Bull and why I made it one of my biggest meme coin investments in this very moment. Extremely bullish. And at these prices, I can tell you that I'm probably going to buy even more. And another piece of advice that I could give you is to avoid the niches that are overly saturated or just the dead narratives. A narrative that could be so bullish right now could be completely dead by tomorrow. So right now we're seeing mustard. I don't know if this is going to be a trend. Right now it's running a lot. Just like it was born, it could be dead by tomorrow. We saw a chill guy on last week that was just running wonders. Even in my VIP group, we traded a lot of derivatives. We made multiple X's. Then we had the convicted animals like Fred. Those did even a 30x for my VIP group. But then we moved on because those narratives are not really there anymore. Even the peanut narrative, if you think about peanuts, I don't even know if this is going to recover. These meme coins usually correct between 40 to 60% from the all-time high. And then if they're able, to get another leg up, then they're probably going to break into a new all-time high, or otherwise they just fall into the unknown. This could have just been a temporary trend. We're not going to find out immediately, but if it comes back, good. But if not, just make sure to not invest more than you can afford to lose into narratives that are dead or perhaps about to be dead. Right now, we are at 53% down from the all-time high. Would I recommend buying peanut? I think that I would not buy this. I wouldn't make this as part of my portfolio. And I think that you understand the picture now. Focus on the winning meta and something that could be valuable for the long term. And then I want to give the last piece of advice with focusing on the trenches. What is the trenches? The trenches is the very low market cap. It could be 100K market cap, 1 million in market cap. Those are the very swing trades. Sometimes they are day trades. Sometimes they're going to last for a couple of days, but just extremely high risk. And I wouldn't put more than 10% on my overall meme portfolio. If my meme portfolio is 10% of my overall portfolio, then 10% of 10% is going to be just 1% of my overall portfolio that I'm going to put into the trenches. And according to the size of your portfolio, it could be even less than that. Focus on the winning narrative. Check the videos out that I have on BullX tutorials. I have plenty of videos, so I'm not going to talk much about it, but just think it like this. The meme coin super cycle has proven to be a trader first market as opposed to an investor first market, meaning that the people that flip meme coins, they're usually going to be the ones in massive returns as opposed to the ones that just put it and set it and forget it for 1 year or so. If you flip them, if you buy low and sell high, you're going to be able to make plenty more money than the average investors. And to this point, I would highly recommend you to not be a lone wolf, but to join a community of alpha that is going to help you thrive and print millions this meme coin super cycle. My VIP group is now the best group in the sphere. I'm not the one saying that. It's all of your feedback that you can check on my website with all the dozens of testimonials that I have. And it's not just my swing trading signals, but a variety of other benefits. So I'll just leave you to it. It's the first link down in the description and also the QR code above my head if you're interested in joining. I thank you so much, obviously, for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with this portfolio. What would you change? What would you have different? I want to hear from you as always. And if you want to print with swing trading meme coins, building your portfolio, then make sure to check out my private group. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey. And until then, take care for now.